Hey guys, welcome back. So you might be wondering, why is Josh in the backyard? Well, I'm going to explain this to you because today we're going to do something a little bit different. It kind of revolves around trucks. It kind of revolves around all of this EPA hype that we've been seeing and all that stuff. So let me just flip this around so you got to stare at my ugly mug, and we're going to explain what we're going to do.
Hold on.
So this right here is part of my backyard. This actually is about, I don't know, not even a quarter of the backyard. But what we're looking at is my grass, which doesn't look bad, needs mowed, but we're not going to mow it today. And I'm going to show you why here in just a second as we take a tour from this part of the backyard around to the front. Now, don't mind my old construction zone. We were going to put a shed here, decided against it, tore that part down. Anyway, still got to figure out what I'm going to do there. We come out here to the front yard. Stupid gate, one hand. There we go. And here is out to the front yard. Come see my pretty plants. And you can see now my front yard. She looks not too bad, but not as green as it could be. Here's the front of my house. We got some pretty beautiful grasses and our hummingbird feeder right here. Had some hummingbirds on it this morning. A couple little planters. And then back in here. So now let me tie some things together for you. What you're seeing here is a jug of DEF fluid. What you're also seeing here is a backpack sprayer. And I'm pretty sure that you guys can guess what we're going to do. Now, I'm not going to get into the whole math and all of that crap, but if we're going to be able to start deleting our vehicles, especially the DEF fluid, some of us might have some leftover DEF. And instead of just letting it sit there and go to waste, that is the cheapest per pound fertilizer that you can buy, period. 32.5% urea, which is a huge, excellent source for nitrogen. In fact, to get that concentration of urea, you have to spend a lot of money on anything down at the IFA or whatever to get the same concentration of nitrogen. So, with that being said, you got to be careful how much you can put on your lawn to give it a nitrogen boost. I've done a lot of research on it, and I've seen anywhere from 24 ounces per gallon per 1,000 square feet down to 6 ounces per gallon per 1,000 square feet. Today, we're going to do 14 ounces per gallon per 1,000 square feet. We're going to put it in that 4-gallon backpack sprayer, and we are going to apply it not only to the front, but to the back. Now, I'm going to not bore you with all of the crap about spraying. We probably will take a little bit of video of me measuring out and adding water, but I'm not going to make you watch me apply it to the ground. That's kind of stupid. So, we're going to mix up, what is that, 56 ounces into 4 gallons. That should cover the front and the back. All right? And then I'm going to let it sit for a week, and I'm going to come back and do another video so you guys can compare the color difference between what you see here versus what you see in a week. So stick with me, stay tuned, don't go anywhere. This is going to be pretty awesome for you guys that no longer are going to be needing your DEF or DEF fluid and need to find a good way to get rid of it all. So hold on. All right, so we've determined that I've already measured out the grass to see how many square feet we have so that I can determine how much DEF fluid I'm going to use to how much water I'm going to use to cover the square footage. So here's where we get started. All right, I got this thing off of TikTok Shop. I think I paid like $49 for it. It's got a rechargeable battery in it. I really don't care to go out and spend hundreds of dollars on name brand crap that's probably going to have the same failure rate as this. So it is what it is. Now, This is how many ounces? Let's see. What is that, 12? No, 3.5 ounces. We're going to be doing a lot of measuring. Let me pause this for a minute. I'm going to find something better to use for making measurements. Hold on. There. A little bit better, yeah? Fluid ounces 64. We're going to use 54. There's the 56 line. So we're going to just cut shy of that. Don't get this stuff all over the ground. It makes little crystals everywhere. Maybe a cool science project if you want to show your kids, but I don't want the crystals everywhere. So let's be careful. Extra careful. There's approximately 54 ounces. So that right there is going to do my front yard and my backyard. I'm going to get this poured into here, get it filled up with water, and then I'm going to spray it on the grass. So I'm going to end this part of it for now. And then in a week, we'll come back and do another little video so that you can see the results. All right? Now remember, if DEF is going away, if all of the other emissions crap is going away, this is what you guys can do for your lawn to get rid of that DEF fluid. You're going to like the results, I'm sure. So I woke up this morning, came out to drink my coffee on my front porch and looked at the grass and went, wow, it's already getting greener. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. But this is only 2 days after putting the diesel exhaust fluid down on my front grass and my back grass. I haven't even looked at it this morning, but anyway, I'm gonna give you this, which is 2 days after, and then I'll be back at it again in a week and we'll see exactly how good it does. So keep your fingers crossed it didn't burn the living crap out of it. Alrighty guys, so it's been a week since we did the DEF fluid on the grass, and I wanted to give you a video of what it looked like before I chop it. Yes, it needs mowed, I'm aware of that. I also still need to get some weed killer down on this to kill some of these weeds that are popping up, but this is what putting DEF fluid on here has done. You can see probably a couple spots where it could have got a little bit more, but you can also see where a lot of the really good lush green has come through. I definitely can tell a difference between. I hope you can too. So I'm going to get this video stitched together and get her uploaded for you guys. But anyway, I wanted to thank you all again for watching, tuning in, liking, sharing, all that good stuff. And let me know what you think. Would you put DEF fluid on your grass? I did. I kind of like the result. So anyway, we'll talk to you all again later. Have a good one.